Happy to be back. Less happy to be joined by Greg Cody of the Miami Herald. He will be in with us all show today. He kicked off the proceedings a second ago for some reason by tapping the bobblehead in front of him to make the bobblehead active. I assume this bobblehead is supposed to look like him. Is that what it is? Yeah. Is that a Greg Cody bobblehead that you brought in today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a slimmer,
don't want to hear any more
version
about that. That's fine. That's fine.
But that's a tradition here in 2017. We tap the Greg Cody bobblehead before the show. It's like, what Notre Dame does upon going out of the locker room onto the field. Yeah, play like a champion today.
Yeah, it's just like Notre Dame this year. This year's Notre Dame team. What was Notre Dame this year? 3-8?
Something like that.
So, got a lot to talk about. Want to get to the funniest things that happened from our vacation. I just went off on all the New Yorkers who pollute our city like termites this time of year. We do a local hour before this national hour, and I said it's worse than the Mariel boat lift. It's worse than when Fidel opened his prisons and sent his criminals here on boats. What happens to the city of Miami Beach, New York? The Statue of Liberty unleashes all of its jerks and sends them on, descending on our maitre d's down here.
Someone sent us via text, sorry to bother you with all our tourist dollars, Dan.
No, you could keep it, man. Sir, I would pay to not come down here. That sentence right there. I would pay you to not come down here. That sentence. You, the guy who says, sorry to burden you with all our tourist dollars. Keep them, man. Make the city so obnoxious. The good New Yorkers are fine. You're just not the ones who come down here this time of year. So I got a stat of the day for you here that I liked. Go ahead and play the short version so that we could get the rest of the show of my father's stat of the day singing.
Start of the day, start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is the start of the day.
That's good that you guys shortened that up for the holidays, made it more efficient. 2017 going to be a cleaner year. Ben Golliver from Twitter reports that Jimmy Butler now ranks second in Bulls franchise history with 2 50-point games. Michael Jordan ranks first with 30.
Wow. Closing the gap.
That's funny, man. That is funny. Jimmy Butler's a pretty good player.
Yep.
Ranked second in Bulls franchise history because he scored 50 last night. 52, 12, and 6 was the stat line he put up yesterday. I wonder what happened there. Dwayne Wade and his usage rate sat? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happened? Did Dwayne play last night? No? Okay, that's what happened. Bulls fans have to be like, oh, my God, why does Wade get the higher usage rate? Why? That's not the way that we should be doing math.
Was Rondo out too?
Rondo's been benched.
I mean, really shocker that that's not going well.
Yeah.
Let's get to this Musberger sound. Did you guys see what happened with Musberger last night?
I heard, yeah.
Yep, sure did.
I'm interested to get your opinions on this because he was doing the totally meaningless Sugar Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I do wonder. I honestly wonder. If you're not familiar with the story, Oklahoma's got a running back, Mixon, who hit a woman in the face. The video is jarring, but not terribly surprising. That's what domestic abuse tends to look like. Broke her face in 4 places. And so a lot of things happened last night that were hugely uncomfortable around the business of amateurism. People were chanting at him, he beats women, the Auburn fans.
Yep.
Mixon and Mayfield, his quarterback, seem to be telling the crowd to get louder with he beats women. He scores a touchdown. His teammates start fake punching him in the face, which would be an odd coincidence if they weren't doing that on purpose. And Brent Musberger got the angry Twitter mob going when he said this.
That's Joe Mixon, number 25, just bending down there. Many of you are aware of the controversy
surrounding this young man in recent weeks. But back in 2014, he punched a female student back in Norman. He was suspended the following month for the entire 14 season. Oklahoma thought he might transfer. Well, the video was released in 2016. It was released by Mixon and his attorneys because they knew that the media had sued and it would eventually get out. It was troubling, very troubling to see. We've talked to the coaches, and they all swear that the young man is doing fine. Like I said, Oklahoma thought he might even transfer, but he sat out the suspension. And folks, he is he's just one of the best. And let's hope, given a second chance by Bob Stoops and Oklahoma, let's hope that this young man makes the most of his chance and goes on to have a career in the National Football League.
I don't know if our mics were hot there or not, but if you saw me laughing on television, I was not laughing at what Musberger was saying. I was laughing. I had not heard the marching band come in all of a sudden and provide like super happy music behind what it is that he was saying, which is awfully awful.
As a producer, you have to make sure that music goes away when Brent's talking about that.
Hold on a second. Can you just play this again? Because I'm not sure. I mean, it's amazing what he's talking. I didn't even know this part. I'm going to get to the part I want to talk about, but I've just discovered something that I didn't realize until right now. Play that again so you can hear Brent Musberger tackling awful thing seriously, and many of you did not like how he tackled it. He tackled it real soft, made Mixon sound a little bit like the victim, which is really off-putting. And then the happy music got cute.
Back in 2014, he punched a female student back in Norman. He was suspended the following month for the entire 14 season. Oklahoma thought he might transfer. Well, the video was released in 2016. It was released by Mixon and his attorneys because they knew that the media had sued and it would eventually get out. It was troubling, very troubling to see.
All right. I mean, wow. Okay. I didn't even realize that. That is a magical little treasure to discover.
Again, we're laughing at the music.
Yes, we are laughing at the terrible timing of everything there. But you kind of deserve it, honestly. Us, ESPN, Musberger, Mixon, college football, you kind of deserve whatever shame comes with that. But somebody said something to Musberger, and he's 77 years old. That old man doesn't care what you think. And so I don't know who said it, because I don't think I'd like to probably find out. I probably could have done this research, but I didn't do it, which is how I just discovered that the marching band was playing so loudly during that serious talk. But I'm guessing that a boss probably said, Brent, that was not received well.
Right.
Walk it back. Brent Musberger said, no. And this is how he walked it back.
You know, Jess, apparently some people were very upset when I wished this young man well at the next level. Let me make something perfectly clear. What he did with that young lady was brutal, uncalled for. He's apologized. He was tearful. He got a second chance. He got a second chance from Bob Stoops. I happen to pull for people with second chances, okay? Let me make it absolutely clear. I hope he has a wonderful career and he teaches people with that brutal, violent video, okay? 2nd down and 9.
He's mad at somebody.
Oh, yes.
He is mad at somebody. Yeah. Somebody told Brent Musberger something, and he said, look, 77-year-old legend.
Yep.
I'll say that it was a brutal crime, but I am not apologizing for wishing this man well with his second chance.
I ain't walking that back is essentially what he said. You heard it in his voice. I'm going to double down.
I mean, he is. Listen to how it's the angriest Brent Musberger I've ever heard on air.
2nd down and 9.
Yes. Yeah. Like, that was bleep you is what that was. Whoever go bleep yourselves.
2nd down and 9.
Broadcasting legend. He spit that.
2nd down and 9.
Yes. Who's he mad at? Who is it? Bleep you suit is what he should have said.
2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9.
Is this your fault, bald guy in ESPN radio sales?
2nd down and 9.
He's so mad.
Jesse Palmer, very quiet as all this went down.
Scared. I mean, his eyebrows are smoldering from Brent Musberger's torched breath.
2nd down and 9.
You guys going to tell me to apologize? You know how much longer I've been here than ESPN? I was doing games before you existed.
2nd down and 9.